Hey, what's up, folks? This is John here. I'm going live, and we're talking about the Friends reunion special. So we're gonna have some fun stuff, and I've got some special guests with me. So welcome to the show. If you are watching this live, awesome. If not, you're watching it on the replay, then thank you for checking us out. So I have my brother, aka Miss Chenandler Bong. I have Sarah, often contributor to the Sidekick Show, Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. Sorry, the names aren't showing up yet. Let me get this off. And then I also have the infamous Ken Adams. So if you're hardcore, we're already getting to a little bit of trivia now. So if anyone is watching right now and actually knows who Ken Adams is from the Friends universe, drop it in there. We'll cover it a little bit later. But so we're here. The Friends reunion just happened. Welcome everybody here. Thank you for joining me for this random nonsense. We are live. I don't know if anyone's going to tune in, but we'll find out. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the Friends reunion just aired on HBO MAX and in Canada on Crave May 27th. And it featured basically, it was called The One Where They Got Back Together. And it features bringing back all the cast and as well as the original show creators. And they kind of just had like a reunion, and they reenacted scenes, they played games, all kinds of fun stuff. So we're going to talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to talk about our favorite episodes. We're probably going to draft our favorite friend, and then we're going to probably have some fun with some trivia. Did I say trivia already? Did I say trivia? I don't know if I said trivia. We're going to do some trivia. So we're going to talk about the reunion, and then we're going to do the trivia. Yeah. And then we're going to do some trivia to kind of warm ourselves up. We're going to drop our favorite episodes. So if you want to catch up on your favorite episodes or you want to reminisce with us, we're going to drop those in later on. And then I think we'll wrap it up. So we won't keep you too long. So without further ado, let's it's kind of like a reaction. So Friends reunion. I liked overall, I'll warm us up a little bit. I liked overall how they put it together. I don't know if you guys watched the Fresh Prince one and things like that. Obviously, they have a different obstacle with James Avery passing away, so maybe they couldn't do as many of the fun stuff that they wanted. But Friends, they got to like table reading scenes and things like that, and showing off bloopers, all kinds of things. I thought overall it was well put together. So I'll go around the group and just ask them what they thought overall of the reunion. If you had a favorite moment, you can definitely drop it in there. So let's start with Pat over here, aka Ken Adams. What did you think overall of this reunion? I think you just watched it today, right?
Yes, I did. I saw it a couple of hours ago. I wasn't able to catch it yesterday, but I think it was pretty good. I mean, it was necessary. It didn't really blow me away or anything. It was kind of what you expected. HBO classified it as a documentary. So you kind of sit there and you watch that and you're like, okay, sure. And it kind of was. It kind of like touched upon everything that they had during the entire, 10 seasons of it. And there's a lot of old clips that they showed. So it was good. I thought it was necessary, but it wasn't like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. But there were a lot of it was good. It was good for somebody who really liked the show and just didn't quite get enough.
Yeah. I think one thing we can probably all agree on is this was maybe should have happened sooner rather than later. But with the whole COVID thing and all that kind of stuff, it's nice that we have this. Maybe it wasn't even going to happen before, so maybe that happening earlier wasn't even a possibility. So Chris Ho, overall thoughts, and I'll throw in a random question. Did you cry or tear up at all during this reunion?
No, I didn't really tear up or anything, cry. Like, I guess. No, not really. No.
You gotta think about it for a second.
Yeah, I thought I just may think of a part that maybe got really emotional or anything like that. Not really. I thought it was a lot of fun. Like Pat said, I could have done without a lot of the the patting themselves on the back with the random people saying how the show was the greatest thing in the world and whatever. I wanted kind of more table reads. I wanted more of the trivia. The sit down interview with James Corden. I could take or leave that. That was really offer me anything. And then the random cameo celebrities, random cameos from celebrities that had nothing to do with the show, like Justin Bieber. Why you have nothing better to do, Justin Bieber? Like,
he's a Friends fan, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I didn't like interview him or anything like that. But I thought overall it was pretty good. The biggest thing it did is it made me want to rewatch it. Like I hadn't rewatched it. I haven't rewatched it in a while since like DVDs were a thing. I used to watch it on DVD when that was.
Yeah. We used to have it on like this is the age before Netflix, right, folks? So we would just have those DVDs.
It just made me want to rewatch it and really showed some of the best bits that I thought were really funny and made me laugh. And the award, I guess the award for who still looks exactly the same as Lisa Kudrow, looks exactly the same. It was crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, I thought it was fun overall, pretty fun.
Yeah, David Schwimmer sounded the exact same. He did look a little bit older.
I think he's a runner-up.
Yeah,
still has like a great head of hair on him too. Like jealous of that. But
he had the exact. Yeah, he was able to do the exact cut.
Yeah.
So, all right, cool. So I'll admit, when they did the reenactment of the final episode where it's Ross and Rachel, I got a little bit emotional, and then a little bit during the intro where they're walking the set, and you can kind of see it in their face that they're kind of, oh wow. So the idea of them working together for so long and having to leave, that's kind of what got me. I could only imagine working with someone like. So Sarah, did you get any of the feels from the reunion at all?
Yeah, no, it was. I thought it was a really good reunion. Much like Ken and Chandler were saying, that I really did like the table reads. I really found that David Schwimmer and Lisa Kudrow, they really had the same energy. Like the way they reenacted it's exactly the same as what they did before. And I think the other thing is, after they haven't really seen each other all at once in the 17 years, is that it really makes you feel if you got together with your friends after that long, you kind of regret, like they were saying, they regressed back. It's just like you'd go back to how you felt like when you were at that time, and just sharing jokes and everything like that. It was just nice to see, because you could really tell that they were a family at that time. And so, yeah, it was definitely a good feel. I didn't cry, but it was.
No. It almost got me. It was really close. I was just feeling sad for the whole idea that, like, when they especially when they show the scene where they're gathering, I guess when they film the final episode and they're just stuck in the hallway, and they're kind of hugging, and when you show other people crying, that's like just it starts me up. So all right, so the guest stars, like we said, Justin Bieber shows up. I forgot there was a couple of there, like BTS. But I think the big one. I don't know. I think the big one is Lady Gaga singing "Smelly Cat." Like they talk about the show that they're probably never going to be able to come back and film something. But what if they did a remake of some kind, or a reboot, or had other celebrities, like, and you had like someone like a Lady Gaga playing Phoebe, and you inserted other celebrities. I don't know who you could put in. Maybe Justin Bieber wants to play like a Chandler type role. But would you guys do you guys think it's we're beyond the point where, like, you can't really bring the same magic of that show back? But would you want to see I was thinking maybe they could come out and do a special. Some of my favorite episodes are the holiday episodes, so maybe they could do a Christmas episode, a Thanksgiving episode, and the reasoning behind them not being able to come back is, like, they don't want to unravel the nice package they put at the end, but they wouldn't have to for those types of episodes. So is there any way or shape or form that you would want to see this kind of come back? Pat, what are you thinking? Would you want to see?
I would not want to see it, but if it happened, I would watch.
So you don't desire them to get back together?
I don't desire it. There are certain shows that ended up with you leaving wanting more, and I think Friends was not one of them. Right? Like, if they ever said we're getting back together to do another holiday special, I'd watch it, right? Like, I'd get whatever streaming service is on just to watch it if I didn't already. But I wouldn't be, like, super excited about it the same way I was excited for, like, the Gilmore Girls thing on Netflix. Like, I was super excited about that because it was like a conclusion that I never got.
Yeah, right? But that show left with loose ends, right? So it
didn't get to
finish
the
way they wanted to finish.
With loose ends. So why I wouldn't look for, like, I mean, like I said, I'd watch it, but I wouldn't need it. Yeah.
Okay. Chris Ho, would you want to see anything come back? Would you want a rewatch podcast or something from the cast?
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. I think they're all too busy or maybe too famous to do something like that right now. What I would say is kind of like what Lisa Kudrow said, and the same thing. It's really hard to end a show that's been like 10 years long, and you're kind of building to this whole Ross and Rachel thing or whatever they were doing. And it's hard to, to conclude that. And I think they did it well enough that they shouldn't touch it. I wouldn't like unravel any of that. Like, you see shows like even like Seinfeld, I guess, in a way, it's kind of a similar era that people didn't like. That ending was really divisive. And then we mentioned How I Met Your Mother. That ending sucked. I don't know if anyone even liked that. That was really bad. And then it's something like that. Seinfeld had that backdoor reunion thing in Curb Your Enthusiasm, which was good. If they could maybe come up with something like that, maybe. But I would say leave it as is and just let it live in the streaming world, I would say.
Yeah. All right. Sarah, would you want to see a comeback of any sort?
Well, just like how I'd be too nervous for it. Like I would like for it, but it's too nerve wracking that it's just going to fail. So like I was a big Sex and the City fan, so that's coming out with a new one, and it's making me worried that it's just not going to be good. So I think I'd rather leave it. I mean, they had over 200 episodes. Like they did a good job. They were maybe, I guess the only thing I don't know if you guys watched Degrassi, but how it's like the next generation could they do, because I think they all have kids. Like how old would their kids be? Like 20 now? So maybe you could do something like that where they do like a cameo, kind of like a Fuller House, like the older people can be a
like
cameo.
Saved by the Bell?
Sorry?
Like
Saved by the Bell, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be hard because Saved by the Bell. I think because Mario Lopez I feel like he was carrying that reboot. I feel like you need.
I thought the Saved by the Bell, I don't know who watched it, but the Saved by the Bell reboot was pretty good. Like I thought it was really self-aware, like of like the stupidness that they did back then, and they were just like kind of poking fun at themselves. They even did that weird dance, I think, at one point. Like, and I thought Mario Lopez was like pretty solid in that. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they would have trouble if they don't reunite the entire cast. If only some of them came back, or if it was just David Schwimmer and Lisa Kudrow, or just two of or Courtney Cox, because she did a whole bunch of shows after, like Cougar Town and stuff like that. Like if it was just a handful of them, I don't know if it would have that same magic. Because it was pretty crazy for them to have a show with that many cast members and be able to have people like love all those different cast members. So I think we'll do another kind of just general question that I have, and then maybe we'll dive into trivia, and then we'll do our favorite episodes, and then kind of like have some fun with some other random questions that I whatever I come up with. So let's kind of pick our favorite friend. So I don't know if we want to do this draft style. So if someone picks the person you pick, you have to pick somebody else, or just pick them. All right. So we're gonna let Pat go first. Or no, let's let Sarah go first. Ladies first. So do you want to pick your favorite friend's character and kind of why you just like them the best?
I'm gonna say it's Phoebe, actually. Yeah, just because she's the most genuine, the most real. She's always just her. She's not trying to be anyone or impress anyone, and she's just that free spirit, and she's got a lot of funny lines. She's just always the one that can pick people up. She's just a lovable person, where a lot of the other characters they were kind of annoying sometimes or frustrating, where Phoebe's just more just that even keel kind of fun person, like how she runs. Free spirited.
Oh yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I will say, like during the reunion when I was watching her do her thing, she was really, really good, and I feel like I did kind of like she was. I think for me the most underappreciated friend in the cast. I would be kind of like, oh, she's kind of the weirdo, so I didn't really appreciate her at the time. But now when I go back and see her, she is absolutely hilarious. So I think that's a great choice. We'll let Chris pick next, and then we'll let Pat, because I think Chris and Pat are going to pick the same guy.
I'm actually, like, when I think back at Friends, I think of like I don't think of like episodes. I guess I think of bits, and like when I think of the most memorable bits, they all involve Ross. So I think after season 6, after he gets he gets married to Rachel and then divorces her again, 3 divorces, that whole thing. And then when he becomes that neurotic mess, he starts to carry the show comedically from, like, I guess season 6 onward. And he has so many good bits, in my opinion. So I would say Ross. He's kind of the geeky guy. Like, he has that kind of personality trait that resonates with I guess a guy like me.
Yeah. No, So if we were drafting, you would have screwed me over, because I 100% would go with Ross, because I think I completely agree with you. He was really carrying a lot of the comedy elements, even physical comedy. In the special, they talk about the leather pants gag, which when I rewatched it was hilarious when he slaps himself in the head and gets the cream everywhere. I'm like, I don't know if any of the other ones could.
Yeah, like a lot of physical stuff, even in the earlier seasons he was doing too.
Yeah. The pivot thing, and I think he fell victim to a lot of like really funny storylines that I don't think any other the actors would agree to. Like, I think there's a storyline where he kisses his cousin or something, like his like I think it's Denise Richards or something like that, right? And it's like his cousin.
Yeah.
And Yeah, and I'm like, I don't know if anyone else would have done that storyline, and it's just so funny that he was able to sell that. Yeah. So Pat, go ahead.
One other thing
Yeah.
is too, Ross,
Yeah, sorry.
Ross brings an Asian into the show. He's
Mhm.
the only
Julie.
one to do it. He brings Julie, Asian, the only Asian in the show, and then also later
The
on,
only black girl.
yeah, dates Aisha Tyler. It's another, yeah. Anyways, go on.
Well, she starts off with Joey though, so it's kind of
That's true,
different.
yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I know who. Yeah, I think I know who Pat's gonna pick, and I'd be very surprised.
It's easily Chandler.
Really?
Yeah, like he's snarky, he's sarcastic, he does like kind of clever one-liners. That's my type of humor. I'm not a huge fan of like the pure physical comedy because that's like some Three Stooges level stuff, like you two, like you Ho brothers, right? But like you kind of screwball like physical comedy. No, I'm more in like the one-liners and the funny bits, like funny lines. So for me, he was always my type of comedy.
Yeah, that would have been my. If someone took Ross, I would have changed mine to Chandler because, just like I said, Ross carried it after season 6. Chandler was carrying all the sarcasm and the snarky remarks up until that point. Yeah, kind of. It's kind of funny that once he gets together with Monica, he kind of tails up. I think, but we won't blame her for that. Yeah, we won't blame her for that. But yeah,
actually, Chris, if because I said Phoebe because she was my favorite character at the time, but after kind of rewatching stuff and from how old I am now and looking back, Ross is actually probably the most talented. When you actually see how he delivers the lines, I have a much bigger appreciation for him now. Where I think when I was just younger, I didn't appreciate what he actually brought to the show.
Like that entire pivot scene, if it wasn't Ross, it probably wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the best bits.
The thing is, the show trains you to kind of laugh at Ross.
Yeah,
like you don't laugh with Ross, you laugh at Ross.
Yeah.
Right?
Or sandwich.
Yeah, like that's kind of what happened, right? Between everything he does, all the physical gags that he did, the show has trained you to laugh, and it just kind of, I don't think anybody else could pull it off.
Like he does the exact thing we've all done. Like the delivery fee's so much, I'm just gonna take it myself. Not thinking about like when we're older, we think about the effort that is involved and the time it's gonna take. He's just like he makes that mistake, and it's just so funny that they made him like such a weird. Like he's a smart guy in the show, and he's just a weird neurotic mess by the end. It's just funny.
Yeah, well, I think there's an episode where someone eats a sandwich from the fridge and he just freaking loses it. It's just okay. Yeah, and the pivot thing
in the trash.
Yeah. You threw it in the trash.
My
sandwich. It was so
good.
I mean,
the show puts him in situations for you to laugh at him, though.
Yeah,
right. Like him dating a 20-year-old student. Come on, like that's not going to end up well. But like the show wrote him in to do that, just to give you that gag.
Yeah, I feel like we could fill an episode and we didn't even talk about the tanning thing and all that stuff. We could fill a whole episode of funny moments of each of the characters. So if you guys like,
he did so many.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys like this content, we'll definitely try and do some more. So I'll do one more question.
One where he wears the same shirt as his date. he just bounces. It's like
yeah, he does this thing, and one of the things that he does is it's like a little like kind of like he's like. He like just kind of like turns his head and he's just kind of like, oh man, and just kind of like I was trying to like figure out how to do it, but I couldn't mimic the exact same thing. But it was just kind of oh man, I got
yourself a neck strain.
Yeah. He's like I got beat, kind of head nod, and he just like saunters off. I'll throw in one more, and Gordon brought it up. He said Paul Rudd. But he's kind of like an auxiliary character, but I feel like he was almost basically an honorary friend towards the end of that season. Do you guys have a favorite like kind of like guest star, since there's so many to choose from? But I figured I'd just throw that in before we jump to the trivia, even though it might come up in the trivia. Pat, do you have like an all-time favorite guest star? I know one of your girls two of your girls played Rachel's sisters, so I don't know if maybe it's one of them.
Batgirl and the girl from Legal. Honestly, my favorite was actually Aisha Tyler.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
She was my favorite. She was like smart. She was funny, and she kind of knew. She was self-aware, right? She knew she was dating Joey for whatever reason, but she knew she should go with Ross. Like, and I really like her in general, right? Like, yeah, she didn't play she just felt like a normal person. She felt like a normal person put in like this situation where
yeah.
People around her are all crazy. Right. And yeah, she was my favorite. She was my favorite guest star. Plus, by the time like those seasons rolled around, production values were higher. So I just have a better fond memory of them.
Yeah, they went off the regular sets and went to other places.
Yeah. Right.
Chris, do you have a favorite guest star?
I would probably say Brad Pitt. Like that episode when he comes in, because he's dating Jennifer Aniston, they're gonna be like star-crossed lovers or something like that. And it turns out they write him into the backstory and they make him hate her so much. It was so funny the way he did it. Yeah. I thought that was great. And I thought he just came in and just nailed it. Mega movie star at the time, just coming onto his girlfriend's show and just like totally killing it, like crushing it, like fitting right in, like the whole dynamic.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna maybe talk about that a little bit more later. So let's kick it to Sarah. Sarah, do you have a favorite guest star?
Well, besides Brad Pitt, I mean that episode was too good. But even Danny DeVito as the stripper, that was pretty good, I must say. So yeah, but Brad Pitt's number one. But yeah, Danny DeVito, that's an awesome striptease.
Yeah. I think Phoebe hires him, right? And he's like, oh man. Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I forgot he was a guest star. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And then let me so there's a bunch of shout outs in the comments. Scott and I think JB mentioned Tom Selleck.
Seems like chat is all about Tom Selleck.
Yeah. I was very surprised to see him show up during the reunion. That was a funny.
I think he's still on TV. He's still on TV. He's like on some cop show, I think. So. Oh yeah,
Blue Bloods. Yeah.
He's still he's still camera ready.
yeah. So he's a big deal. I did.
Now, right? 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
You can see he's kind of like getting old, but
yeah, he's still got the mustache though. So.
I thought he looked pretty good considering. Like I don't know if I'm pretty sure all you guys are older that you didn't see Magnum PI when it was on air, but I used to watch Magnum PI back in the day. So it's been a decent amount of time since Magnum PI was on. I will shout out John Stamos makes an appearance. I think in a later episode where Chandler and Monica are looking for a sperm donor, and they run him through this gauntlet of really weird questions and stuff like that. So that's pretty funny. And then I will shout out Rachel's two sisters, which one is Christina Applegate, and then the other one was what's her name again?
Reese
Witherspoon.
Yeah, Reese Witherspoon. Yeah. So
Amy and Jill.
Yeah. They're both like really great. So that's maybe one spin-off show that could happen. Rachel and her sisters or something like that. But yeah, I think that's it for that. So we'll probably talk more when we talk about favorite character episodes. So Chris, I think we want to do some. Do we want to do some trivia?
Oh yeah, we're doing that now.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So let's do some trivia, and then we'll do our favorite episodes, and then wrap it up.
All right, we're gonna do, I guess, honor system. Not to look at the chat if they're gonna give away the answers here. So the way we agreed to do it is, I'm going to ask 5 questions. You guys are going to write down the answers, and then we'll reveal them. And then you guys we'll see who scores the best.
Let me just point out, John doesn't know these questions either, right?
No,
only I know. Yeah,
I've never seen these questions before.
Sure.
So this is from a friend's trivia game that I'm pretty sure someone got for me. I apologize because I don't remember who got it for me. But it's been sitting in my mom's basement since forever. My brother Chris was kind enough to go and grab it and pull some of these questions on him. And some of these questions are ridiculous. So I've asked him to curate them to something that's a little more easy. So we are gonna kind of I don't know what you would call it, soft pitch or whatever. The first couple, and we'll see. Softball.
Throw some softballs.
Yeah,
so
throw a couple softballs.
This is the stack of how many questions there are. I don't know, maybe 200-300 of them. So, and they all have.
I'm gonna use my Lego
5
Central
questions per card. So there's a lot to choose from. I couldn't go through all of them, obviously, but I picked a couple here. So we'll try it out.
Okay, so if you guys are at home playing along, so if you're playing along, if you're watching live, feel free to participate. You can definitely drop the answers in the chat. We're gonna try not to look at the chat. We got a 10-second delay anyway, so we'll hopefully move on to the next question for that. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can play along and see if.
Phone a friend?
No, there's no phone a friend in this one. Yeah, maybe if we redo this and we do a style where we're actually legit playing, and each person gets asked a question.
Yeah, we can do that.
Are we playing for anything, Chris?
This
bragging
trivia game. I'll give you this trivia game.
No, we got to keep that for future episodes.
I always wanted a 20-year-old trivia game for a show that doesn't exist.
Are we playing for the apartment?
Yes. Yeah. I told Chris to arrange this into categories like Ross, but I think he said he had work to do.
That would take too long, man.
Post it. Come on.
Yeah.
It's all. I only remember the category. It's all relative.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna ask 5 questions. I'll maybe give five or so seconds for you guys to write it down. So here we go. To what country did Chandler fly to escape Janice? That's question 1.
Whoa.
Sarah's got that one. Sarah's got that one. All right, here we go. Next one. What does Ross refer to the middle piece of bread in his sandwich as?
Well, these are hard. These are hard. Wait, before we continue, when is the last time you guys actually watched an episode of Friends?
Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit. Yeah, so I think most of us, it'll probably be a decade.
You're trying to qualify why you can't get any of these right.
If this was 10 years ago, I think I would have. Me and Chris probably could have smoked all comers because we has had this on nonstop. So I know a lot of you probably might be laughing at us, but yeah, it's been some time since we've watched these seasons. I think we can all agree that maybe we're going to rewatch them now because we've seen the reunion. It's kickstarted our flames. But
I think for all these answers, Chris.
I think I'm 0 for 2 so far.
So much time here to think about.
Go on.
Okay, what game does Chandler invent to let Joey win money back from him? What was the name of the game?
Yo, I told you to pick easy ones.
These are easy, dude. Sarah's got them all.
Oh my God, Sarah's gonna demolish us. Me and Pat need to do a super easy round then. If Sarah's actually got all these, unless that sheet is blank and she's just poker facing us all.
Okay, you guys got to get this one. Okay, here we go. What's the name of Joey's agent?
First and last.
Oh, just one name. I think she only had one name. If you know the last name, I'll give you a bonus point.
Oh,
Beavis, Ken. How do you know that?
All right.
The name of the agency is her name.
All right, this one's. Let me try one that's a little here. Here we go. Which guest star shared an on-screen kiss with Rachel?
Oh man.
I'll say there's a lot of guest stars like to play her boyfriend. I'll say which female guest star.
Ooh.
Oh.
I
don't know who the actress was.
Okay, do you want me to go to easier ones?
I can see her face in it, but I can't.
I have at least one, maybe 2, maybe 3.
Oh no, I got her.
Are we taking a break and answering these answers, or are we going?
I got it. Okay, my writing is super messy though.
Okay, so show your answers.
I don't think there's a point to show us. You probably should just go who got an answer for number 1. Did you get that one, Sarah?
Can I guess?
I put Yemen, but I don't think it's Yemen.
Yeah, Yemen is correct.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Is it like one Yemen Road, Yemen?
Yeah, you guys remember that?
I thought I was mixing it up with Phoebe's boyfriend. I think he comes from Yemen or something.
Russia. You know, he goes to Russia.
Minsk. He goes to
Minsk. Oh, Minsk.
His area.
That guy was
his area. We should have said that as he was playing pretty good guy.
Oh, he was great. Yeah.
The next one was the sandwich piece, right?
Yes.
That was.
I think I got it.
The moist maker.
Yeah, I put the moisture barrier.
How do you guys remember that?
No, I won't give you that.
Bread with gravy.
Yeah, she's right. Sarah's right.
Yeah, no, Sarah's got it. So Sarah's ahead. Are you keeping track of who's in the lead, Chris?
Me.
Sarah.
Yeah.
You all got Yemen. Sarah got that one. Okay, here we go.
Carry on.
What was the next one I said?
The game.
Oh, the game. What was the name of the game? Yeah, the Chandler. The name was.
I don't remember, but is the game? Is it actually Cups?
Sarah killing it, yo.
I had nothing. I got nothing.
It was the game that played in the apartment.
I knew it was a really silly game that he just basically wins automatically, right?
And then he played Ross and he lost all his money back. Okay. What was the name of Joey's agent? Estelle.
Oh, I put Rita.
John.
I put Rita, yeah.
Is Sarah going to go 5 for 5?
Wow, Sarah's going to demolish.
Which guest star shared an on-screen kiss with Rachel?
Winona Ryder.
Yeah, that's Winona Ryder.
I put Winona Ryder.
I just put some lips.
Winona Ryder was her college roommate or friend that experimented with her.
Yeah. Okay, so we had Sarah with 4, Pat with 3, John with 2. That didn't go so bad.
That was. I thought it was gonna be a blowout. I'm surprised that first one I got was right. I was like, I don't think it's this.
But
But
you got 800 in baseball terms.
Yeah.
So that's better than us.
All right, that was 5. Unless you want to do more.
Let's do another 5.
Another 5, okay.
And give us a chance to catch up to Sarah. Right now, Sarah's demolishing us.
I don't want to lose my apartment.
Who's in last place? Is it Pat?
I'm getting all that in the book.
You, John.
I'm in last.
Yeah, man.
Damn it! Damn it!
Well, no, you're getting all of John's stuff.
All right, here we go. This one's gonna be a little difficult.
The hero's world.
All right, what was the name of the mountain Joy used in his pickup story?
Oh my God, the Ken Adams story.
You should know, Ken Adams.
No.
I have no idea.
I'll just draw mountain.
Okay. Here we go. According to Ross, his favorite pink shirt is not pink. It is what color? Just to give you some context, that's the shirt he left at Rachel's.
No, it's not Rachel. It's the girl that he dated. And he went back to get it. He was hiding in the couch when they were making out.
You remember that part?
Never mind.
Yeah,
he got me there.
What color is the shirt?
Rachel's was the same one as Ty's or whatever, and that's how they knew he was pregnant with Ross.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that one. Yeah, my bad. That's not it.
It was his sweater, right. And then it was left around, and then he ended up ending somewhere else. But carry on.
Okay, here we go. What was the name of Ross's second ex-wife? I don't like the look on Sarah's face.
Sarah's great. Is this where she just throws out a random answer?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Can you repeat the question one more time? Second, right?
You had 3, yeah. Okay, here we go. Name one of Phoebe's triplets.
Oh, this is easy.
Bonus points for all 3?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh my God, Sarah, you're a beast.
If she can get it.
This girl was like, I want to make sure I don't get embarrassed, and she literally is like, oh yeah.
I just want to make sure I'm not last.
I drew a mountain for the first answer. Like I don't know.
Okay, so here we go. The last one of this round. When the friends were playing the game of catch, the endless game of catch, who was the one who dropped the ball?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
I don't know if I got them. I don't think my camera picks up what I wrote though.
So I don't think anyone got this, but the question was the name of the mountain it used in Joey's pickup story.
I think it's Himalayan.
No, Mount Tibidabo. I don't even know how to say it. Mount Tibidabo.
So this is the infamous story that he tells to sleep with a woman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Rachel uses it on Ross.
But who uses it first? Someone. I think Ross uses it on, or someone uses
it on this random date. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this was the shirt. What color did Ross think his shirt was?
Is it salmon?
It is salmon.
Salmon, right?
All right, everyone got that one.
It's easy. Yeah, I feel like that was an easy one.
Yeah, that was. All right, what was the name of Ross's second ex-wife? The name is Emily.
Emily.
Yeah.
Emily from London. I got that right. I'm not cheating.
You got it? Oh, Sarah didn't get it? Oh, no.
It's one she missed compared to us.
All right. Name one of Phoebe's triplets. And I did say I'd give a bonus for all 3. I got two of them. Wow. It is Chandler, Leslie, and Frank Jr.
Oh my God.
Junior.
So no bonus point for Pat. No bonus point for Pat. I just got to catch up to Pat now.
Okay, and the last one was who drops the ball? It is Phoebe.
I think it's Phoebe.
Oh, yeah. I guess Monica.
I guess Joey.
Oh, John catches up.
I think she just like puts it down. Someone throws it to her.
Like, I don't feel like playing, and she just puts it down.
Monica freaks out. And she's no! And then she's like, Phoebe wasn't a player. It technically doesn't count. And they're like, can we just go do something else?
Okay.
All right. So what are the points? I don't think we need to do a tiebreaker.
John has 6.
By a lot?
John has 6, Pat has 6, Sarah has 7 for the win.
Oh,
All right, should we do?
I only have 6 plus a bonus point.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want a tie break?
Okay.
We should do one more. One
more?
more.
You can't.
Okay.
You have to just pick
I
it
just happen
randomly.
to have 5 more. Oh, you want? Okay.
pick one randomly. Pick one randomly.
Random.
And we'll just scream out
Okay,
the
from the-
answers.
Well,
Random stack.
each card has 5 questions, so someone's gonna need to pick a number.
Just is it ranked in hard? Like how hard it is?
Oh, I don't know. I
One.
think it's just random. Okay, we're doing one. Okay, I'm picking one at random. Here we go.
Are we
Here's
writing it
the-
down, or are we just yelling it
Are
out?
we writing it down or just screaming it out?
Oh, we're screaming it out. Just write it down.
Okay, we're writing it down. We're writing it down.
Fine.
This can lead.
Civilized,
This can stay at a tie if we all don't get it, or we
Okay.
do get it. No, I think Sarah technically wins.
So I want exact grammar and all this on this. Okay.
Get out of town.
Now, what does the tiny T-shirt that Ross puts on say?
Oh my god. I'm not even gonna write. I don't even know what t-shirt you're thinking about.
Yeah. Sarah got it.
Frankie, he says relax.
Frankie says, "Relax."
Frankie,
Oh my god, John. John got that. You didn't.
So John wins.
And I think we're gonna end there because I won
Yeah,
somehow.
because he's in charge of this, and he got to win.
I think technically me and Sarah won because man,
That's
so
what
that
I'm
person-
saying.
No.
She knew all 3 triplets, man. Come on, Frank Jr., man. That's the trick one.
Whatever, Gord.
Oh man. Okay. So if you guys like those shenanigans, we can definitely run that back if everyone else wants to participate. I know this
You get a
type
whole
of video
panel
is
of
out of
people, yeah.
yeah, it's out of our wheelhouse. So maybe a lot of people are not going to see this during the live show. Maybe they'll get it on the rewatch, but we can definitely run that back if people are down, and maybe get some other people to join in. But yeah, that was our trivia. I think we have to crown Sarah the winner of that one because she won the original volley, and she knew all 3 twins. Like
She knew all 3 triplets, man.
with the sneaky like junior
Technicality.
That's so sour. The first round killed you, Pat. You did
Not
so well
Leslie.
after.
and Chris and you curated easier questions, right? There's some hard stuff.
thought
Do you have an
those were
example of just a hard question that you want to throw out there? And we'll let anyone in the comments answer it if they think they can do it.
I don't know. Some of them are pretty hard, but I guess I got to find one.
Say the first one that you don't know.
Oh, there's a lot.
What's the first one you don't know? I bet you Sarah will know it.
No.
When Joey had a TV show where he was with a robot, what did cheese stand for?
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god, that's like a million.
That's a million things.
Who's gonna
Okay,
know
so
that,
some-
right?
If someone knows that without looking it up, put it in the comments, and you get
You're a
well, you know,
liar.
mad
That's where you
respect.
are.
Actually, there was one I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
that could be obvious, or I guess could be. It's what was Monica's apartment number? Did you guys know that one? I thought that one was tough.
6,
12,
You would
19,
No, I don't know.
18,
It's
17.
20. It's 20,
Oh,
yeah.
20.
close.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
Joey's apartment then is 19, right? So
I knew I saw 19
Oh.
somewhere.
I don't
Hey,
know. It
that's,
was tough.
hey,
I'm like,
now you
wow,
know.
really
Now,
gotta pay
if you've
attention.
watched this, now you know. Okay, let's get it rolling. That actually that was actually a lot of fun, guys. So I hope hopefully you guys dug that for us. So hopefully you participated at home. That was a lot of fun. So let's talk a little bit about our favorite episodes. We're gonna just maybe name. Let's name just a random favorite episode, and then go with your most favorite episode second. So we'll go around. We'll go around first. If you got other ones on tap or whatever, you can choose one of your alternates or whatever and mention that you liked a certain one. So Pat, you want to go first with this one, or you want me to go first?
Proposal.
The proposal.
sorry.
Okay.
Oh, the
The
fake out
Monica
one.
Chandler proposal. The
Yeah.
season finale. Yeah, I really liked it. I liked the entire episode, like Chandler going crazy, thinking like, because as a viewer, you're kind of like, oh, maybe Monica is going to break up with Chandler, right?
Yeah.
And then it wasn't
Yeah.
until the end that you're like, oh, you know what? That's kind of cute.
And
Right?
Richard's
Because the
in the
entire
works and
episode,
stuff,
he's
yeah.
like pretending he doesn't want to get married, and she's like, "What? You don't?" And then and then Tom Selleck's in it, and yeah, like I really like that episode. It's
Yeah.
like
So that, yeah.
it was. Plus,
Yeah,
it has my
that-
favorite friend.
Yeah, that's good. I knew you were gonna pick a sappy one, by the way. But Chris, what do you got?
My favorite is the one with the holiday armadillo. I just thought that whole bit was the best, man. Like Ross, like trying to teach his kid about Hanukkah, and then he caves and he goes to get a Santa costume, shows up in this holiday armadillo, and he has to like. I don't know if that was like made like improv on the spot or something, but the dialogue between them and when Chandler shows up as Santa, just the way he had to get around that whole situation of being an armadillo and somehow relating that to Hanukkah, I thought was funny. That was the best bit. And then
his son, the Ben character, that is Cole Sprouse, right? Who plays Jughead on Riverdale now? Okay, I didn't know that. I stumbled. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. He normally has a twin that he rolls with. But I think him playing Ross's son was the first role that he had that wasn't with his twin. And then he goes on to become. I was like, I don't know where I know this guy from, but he looks very familiar. But Sarah, what do you got for one of your favorite episodes?
I'll go with Pat with like the one that kind of stuck with me at the time and gave me the feels is the season 1 and the last season finale when Rachel finds out that Ross. Like, so that's the crystal duck thing.
Yeah, the crystal duck, yeah.
And then she goes to the airport and you think everything's going to be good. And then you see him kiss Julie. Yeah. And so it's like the end of the season ends there. And you're just like, no, because you've been waiting, 24 episodes for them to finally kind of get together.
Do they play the U2 song? Is that the With or Without You U2 song? I don't know if anyone remembers that or not. Maybe it was removed from streaming.
I don't think that was that scene.
No, it was something else.
That was Madonna. I think it was the Madonna song.
Okay, we'll look that up. So anyone in the comments definitely leave that.
But then pretty much any of the Thanksgiving episodes were my favorite.
Yeah.
Like with the trifle, like tastes like
the trifle, one layer of blah, and then meat and potatoes.
But again, it's Ross's delivery of like it tastes like feet.
Yeah.
It's like, so good.
Joey's thing, I say that all the time. Like when I'm eating something and people are like, "Is it good?" I go, "Yeah, meat good, this good, that good." Like those are all good things. They go together. That's fine. That's good. I say that kind of stuff all the time. Yeah. So yeah,
I saw this thing on TikTok that was mustard on a watermelon. Mustard on watermelon, and it's supposed to be good. So if anyone wants to try that out, go nuts. I'll throw out one of my random favorites, and it's from the later seasons. I'll start to describe the episode, and I'm pretty sure when I get to the scene that you guys might remember. So it's part 2 of a 2-parter. It was called The One in Barbados. And so a bunch of stuff happens. Charlie is there with Joey, and then she ends up breaking up with Joey, and then she ends up hooking up with Ross, and then Joey and Rachel kiss. And this whole thing kicks off. But there's a side story that has Monica with her crazy frizzy hair, and Mike and Phoebe are there.
Ping pong.
Yes, exactly. The ping pong scene. And apparently Mike is like a god at ping pong, and it's her and Monica playing ping pong, and it gets insanely intense. And then she injures herself, and then Chandler steps in, and apparently he's a pinball wizard. Yeah.
Yes.
So I just
Monica,
thought that was
like smells her armpit or like.
Yeah. Phoebe's like so turned on by Mike being this ping pong god, and then she's like, "Don't you think?" And then you cut over to Monica, and she's like, "Yeah, sniffing her pit." And he's like, "No."
Opposite for Chandler, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want to throw out one more and then hit your favorites? Do you guys have one more on deck, or?
I mean, I have favorite bits, but I don't have like favorite episodes.
Let's drop your favorite bit, Chris, before we hit our all-time favorite episode.
Oh, that wasn't what we were.
That was not my all-time favorite.
Oh, is that your favorite episode? Okay, we'll just jump. Okay, we'll jump to all-time favorite episode, and then if you guys have like any runners up that you want to quickly mention.
Did we just do that?
Yeah, I know. I just gave you my favorite episode.
No, I meant the second one was going to be your all-time favorite.
Dude.
Yeah. Okay, go. So that was your all-time favorite episode. You said.
Man, the proposal. I can watch the episode every day.
Okay, go. Okay, do you have another one then?
Well, no, go the other way now. Go down.
Okay, so we'll go the opposite way. Sarah,
can I tell you a really funny bit though? That one of my favorite bits of all time.
Yeah.
Like I know Sarah got her name from that, like the license change thing. The fact that Mike called himself Crap Bag. The fact that Mike said, if you want to change your name, I'll change my name to Crap Bag.
And you just think of a bag filled with crap.
Yeah, to put Mike in so late in that show and have him fit in like that was pretty good, man.
That was
Yeah.
that was my favorite bit. Let me just bring that out there. Crap bag. Yeah, anyways, next favorite episode.
Okay, Sarah. So it might not be your most favorite episode, but whatever. Drop whatever else you got.
Your top
favorite
episode.
Well, my top one I said before is the one with the rumor, which is the one with Brad Pitt, like that.
Yes,
because he's just amazing. Just the way he smolder looks, and he's like so angry. And then the whole thing, he's like, what was it? Ross is like, look, I know I was in the club. He's like, co-founded the club. I Hate Rachel Club. Like he's just brilliant in it.
Yeah. That episode had the sub story of Joey having to finish the entire turkey himself.
We had the maternity pants on.
I thought that was hilarious too. Yeah, so that they kind of all were in that one place. So there was a lot of stuff going on. I thought that.
And then the one where Ross is fine. Like I love that one where he's like, I'm fine. Like, I don't know why my voice is squeaky. I'm fine.
So great. David Schwimmer's so great. Definitely the rumor. I was surprised that Chris Ho didn't throw out the rumor earlier. I think that's one of our all-time favorite episodes. Brad Pitt and the complex carbs and all that kind of. What was his friend's name? Tataka or whatever. Like the exchange student and stuff like that. If anyone remembers his name, shout it out. But what a great episode. So we'll let Chris go next. You got anything else, Chris? Or
one thing I'll say is one of my favorite parts of the reunion was the bloopers and the fact that me and John are so old. We have like the DVD sets, and that's how we watched it. We didn't stream it, but every DVD set at the end had bloopers. And if you can get your hands on that, I don't know if it's on YouTube maybe, or if they're on Blu-rays or something like that, get your hands on the bloopers. And the bloopers are as good as anything that you'll watch, especially after each season. So I'll just say, find a way to get some bloopers going.
Yeah. They played that blooper from the pivot scene where they all just start cracking up, and I was like, what a great cherry on top of already an amazing episode to have a blooper to go along with it of the cast just breaking down when he's pivot.
One of the good bloopers is when Joey doesn't know it at the time, but that trifle one where Ross spits it out, Joey puts it on his plate and starts eating it, but like Matt LeBlanc didn't know that he had spat it out until he saw the blooper or like the tape.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh man! All right, Chris. So that was it. You're good, right? Pat, did you come up with anything else?
So I can't come up with another all-time favorite episode.
I know I can't come up with an all-time favorite, but
I said come up with 2 to 3.
Unagi
is good.
Yeah.
All the good bits at the end episodes are like all with Ross. Like when there's another one where Ross and Joey take a nap together. And they wake up.
Funny bits, right? And they're all like physical comedy, right? And they're all like Ross because he does it the best. Like David Schwimmer's like physical comedy is very good. Yeah, but that's pretty fun. I like that episode.
All right, I'll shout out one more episode, and it's along the sappy lines of what Pat would choose, and it's from season 1. It's when Ross and Rachel go to do laundry together. And it's this just fun little kind of like they're kind of on a date, but kind of not really. And then Rachel kind of kisses him at the end, and he slams his head into like a washing machine, and then he's got like the whole.
That was one of my questions that I deemed too hard. What was the name of the fabric softener that?
Yeah, it's Uberweiss.
Oh, you guys would have got it. Uberweiss. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was German. It was extra tough, extra strong.
Yeah, that part I remember. It was German.
Oh, okay.
I think season 1 stuff is what most of us are going to really remember because that was probably really cemented. And then if you've ever gone to start to rewatch something, what always happens is you start with season 1, and then you get caught up in doing something else. So I think any other shout outs before we wrap that up?
I'm not gonna lie. The last time I watched like Friends like a full season was actually like before the new year because it was still on Netflix. Before, like, it moved over to Crave and HBO in the new year. So before that, I was like, "Oh, Friends is leaving. Let me just watch the last 2 seasons." So I binged the last 2 seasons. So I remember the later seasons pretty well, but some of the earlier stuff I don't remember.
After watching this reunion, I'm gonna go back and watch. Like I've rewatched like The Office and Parks and all that stuff, Community, all recently. So it's like during the pandemic, I'm like, I don't know why I didn't choose Friends yet, but Now that I watched this reunion, I'm like, I'll watch Friends now.
And the greatest thing is without commercial, it's only like 20 minutes.
Yeah, super short.
22
Could've
and
go-
change.
You can get like 6 episodes in like, what is it?
Oh, I just remember
Good math there,
Julia
Chris.
Roberts. You guys remember that episode with Julia Roberts? I really like that episode. Like
Julia
it was like
Roberts.
really, really early. Yeah,
Yeah.
Julia Roberts was the girl that. Yeah. I remember that episode. Yeah, I want to pick that one. That one's funny too with Marcel.
Yeah. I remember they showed a
underwear.
clip of it, and I didn't
Underwear.
remember it at all. Oh yeah, she's like,
Was the underwear one? It was when Julia Roberts was like a friend from grade school that Chandler pantsed and showed her underwear. So,
Yeah.
So
I was
she
Susie
goes on a date with her.
Underpants.
Yeah, Susie Underpants. Anyway, carry on.
okay, yeah. All right, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I don't think there's if there's anything else you guys want to throw in there before we sign out. Thank you everyone for joining us in the chat, and anyone who's going to watch this on the rewatch. I think that was pretty easy to talk about Friends for a bit there, so we can definitely do this again if people like this. But Chris, Pat, Sarah, anything else you want? Any closing comments about Friends?
Do we have time for one more trivia question? I feel bad. I'm
You want it? Okay, you guys
One
want to
more
close this
trivia
out with
question.
some?
All the marbles. Chris, grab one. Random one. Read number 3.
Number 3?
Number
Okay, here
3.
we go.
Grab a card. Random number 3. Number
Okay,
3.
this is for all the marbles. Do you
Every
agree to this,
single
Sarah, to put
marble.
your crown on
Every
the
single
line
marble.
here?
Number
Every single
3.
marble. Every single marble. Just grab it. Let's go.
Oh, this is so easy though. Let me choose one that's harder on this thing. Or you want me to just choose? Okay, I'll choose number 3, but you're all gonna get it, so I'll choose another
Number
one.
4. Just read
Number
it.
4. All right. When Joey and Chandler shop for a kitchen table, they settle on what instead?
Oh, that's super easy.
This one's easy too. But Pat doesn't know it.
What is it, Sarah? So it's not just me. When
No.
Okay,
All
I got
I
it.
think about with furniture is the big
Oh, yeah,
dog.
with
Yeah,
foosball
John's got it. It's the foosball table.
table.
John is the great champion. To be fair, the number 3 was the same answer. Actually, it was what table game do Joey and Chandler have in their apartment? Like who
The production value of the trivia game needs a little bit of a context.
Who's editor on this game?
I know. Let's just dump out let's throw all the foosball ones in one card.
All right, fine, John, you win.
John wins.
You win. You win.
Official.
I concede.
It's very funny that you guys didn't know that for some weird reason. But I don't know.
Do we
I
want to
forgot
know?
You always
why
think the
that
foosball
foosball
table's
table
there.
appeared. Yeah, I just forgot why. I just thought it magically showed up. I forgot. What do you want? Like the foosball table has been there for like 9 years.
Do we want to do another one?
No, it's okay.
We
I
can
lose.
go on for. I have a lot of cards. We can go on for.
Yeah. Okay, we'll save that. If you guys want to do a follow up, our favorite Ross episodes, Ross moments, or maybe we'll do a countdown. But thank you everyone for tuning in. I think I still have exclusives on all of you guys at the moment. So thank you so much, guys, for contributing to my content and coming in and having this fun. Shout outs to Megan who couldn't make it. She really wanted to join us tonight, and I don't know if she would have dominated us in the trivia, but she claimed to be a super Friends nerd.
Would
So
she have
maybe
known
we'll.
the foosball answer? Probably.
I don't know. I'll
Did you
have
send
to
her
get
any
her to
cards?
watch.
The cards. That I
Yeah,
sent you
yeah.
to
I'll
use,
have to get her
them
to.
all?
Yeah, I'll have to get her to watch it on the rewatch and see how she does points wise. But thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you guys for doing this for me. So Heroes World Podcast, new episodes every Sunday. We just dropped a brand new one today. Heroes World Sidekick Show. If you're watching this today, we are live every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be talking about John Wick 3 live tomorrow if you're watching this on the day that it dropped. So join us in that chat. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to rank all the assassins that show up, which is a lot of them in this movie, and determine who got the worst death, which there's a lot of them in this movie as well. So we might be we might go a little longer than normal. So thank you everyone for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one.